Well, I am out and about today and tomorrow. This is Saturday, June 22nd, and I'll be out today and I'll be out again tomorrow on Sunday going through the Hamilton County Master Gardeners Garden Tour. There are 10 locations that they've put together. Tickets are $20 and you can go to all of them, one of them at your own pace. It's free parking. I'm not going to give you the names of the people who own these homes, or I'm not going to give you their addresses, but I will tell you that some of them are in Red Bank, some of them are in Hickson, some are in Soddy Daisy, and I am starting off in Soddy Daisy, and I'm just wandering around the yard of the first house here, and it is absolutely beautiful. Now, in addition to the house, there is some raised beds over here to go look at, and then some things up by the barn to go look at. And so we're just going to take a quick look around before we go to the next location. All right, we are at the second location. We are still in Soddy Daisy, but we are somewhere down a road that if you didn't have a reason to be here, you would not ever come here. But once you get to this location, it is gorgeous. Now I'm going to walk you around just a few things that they told me about at the little kiosk up at the front where they're checking wristbands. There are over 30 different kinds of Japanese maples on this property. There is a sort of a Japanese Zen garden along with a 25-foot waterfall. I don't know if that's height or length, but there's supposed to be a stream right down here, but it's so dry there's no water, but I can see where it normally would be. So we're going to start there and just kind of walk around the yard. All right, we're at stop number 3, and I have made it to Hickson. So once I got out of Soddy Daisy and back into Hickson, I kind of started seeing landmarks I know. So I had kind of an idea where I am. And every yard I've been to, and this is only the third one, but I mean, every yard is just amazing in its complexity and how wonderful it's been put together. And if you're in the Chattanooga area next year, when June rolls around and you can get a ticket to come see these gardens, I think you will be very happy with the money you spent, even when it's 95 degrees outside. Now, I am trying very hard as I'm going around not to get very much of the house in the shots, especially if it's in the front. You know, I do want to respect their privacy. I don't want people to be outed where they are, so they got uninvited people coming in. Not that any of y'all would do that, but anyway, we're going to show you around stop number 3. Oh, really? Oh, my goodness. All right, I am at house number 4, and the temperature has cooled off from 95 to 96. I have about an hour before the tours are over for the day, so I'm hoping I can make it maybe to one more. That would be half of them before I head out again in the morning, but we'll see. This is still in Hickson, and it is an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous backyard. Let me show you around. All right, I am at garden number 5. We're still in Hickson. And we're starting in the front, working our way around the house, and I can already tell you this place is just, oh, it's just, oh, let's take a look around. All right, this is Sunday, and I have gotten a lot smarter today and started early. The tour on Saturday went from 10 to 5, and I didn't get started until 2:30. But today it's 11 to 5, and I'm out here at the first stop right at 11. So it's only about 86 degrees right now. It's not quite 90. So this yard is not that big, but it is a daylily heaven. And and I'm going to show you around. Every one of them is labeled. I don't know that I can get the labels in the video, but you will see as we walk around that this dirt here is really piled high where they've planted everything, including back here where the trees are. And that's because when this was put in, the owner was telling us there were no houses back here behind, and they could just come in from this direction. They didn't have to cross the yard at all and just put all of this in here. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you around. All right, we are at the second stop of Sunday, which is the 7th stop of the tour. And I am at the Alpine Crest Elementary School, where the Master Gardeners Association has a partnership with this school to teach kids how to do gardening. They plant flowers here, they plant crops here, they do raised beds, they've planted trees, there's walking trails, and this is just, I'm really looking forward to visiting this spot as a retired educator. So let's go take a look. Now I'm going to take just a moment to pause here while I'm kind of wandering around these trails to let you know that there are a number of hiking trails throughout the woods. The learning center that we saw earlier is an outdoor classroom where they have I'm not a breath from walking these hills. They have a special needs kindergarten class that is required to be outdoors 2 hours a day. So they have class out there sometimes. This place has now been labeled as a level 1 arboretum, which means that they have a certain number of trees that are labeled as to what they are around the property. And they have a partnership with Volkswagen, who has come in to help their STEM class create the signage for all the trees. They have several bluebird nesting houses. In fact, they pointed out one where they're about to have their third bunch of kids. They've got butterfly flowers. This place is just amazing for an elementary school. Very, very well done. Let's get back to the tour. All right, it is about 12:30, a little after 12:30. It is now about 94 degrees, and I have found my last stop. I was just stopping in at the tent up here to let them know that I have my little wristband, and they were telling me that I definitely chose the crown jewel of their tour to end on. And after describing to me a little bit about what's here, I would say they're probably exactly right. The gentleman that owns this place is a refugee from Cambodia who grew up in concentration camps in Cambodia. And they tell me he's growing things here that aren't supposed to grow here. So let's go take a look around. All right, that ends the tour. I am back in my car. I have the windows rolled down because the air conditioner makes too much noise to be on while I'm recording. So this will be short. I have provided a link in the description below of a Google Doc that gives a description of all of the gardens that I went to. Doesn't have the names or addresses on them, just sort of what you can find there. There are a couple that are favorites of mine, and I'm not gonna say that out loud. I'm gonna leave that up to you. So once you've watched this video, leave me some comments in the description, or leave me some comments below that tell me what your favorite garden was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. I would love to hear from you. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and click that like button and help us get even bigger and better as we move along. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.